Well, Albany has had quite a bit of rain in the last few days. Actually, I'm going to go over here and check out my rain gauge where I haven't emptied it for some time. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there is 75 millimeters or thereabouts in that, 3 inches. I don't know if you can make that out. This is a pretty crappy gauge, but 3 inches of rain. That's in about 3 days, 4 days. And as a consequence, that has prevented me from burning down or burning up what fell down. On a previous video, I think I showed some of these trees. There's a big branch here and I was wondering where it came off from, and it actually came off that one right up there in the middle of frame, and it blew backwards into the forks of that tree. How I'm going to get that down? Well, ladders. I've already taken some branches off it from here, and over here we have a burning pile of stuff. Believe it or not, this particular fire took me probably about the best part of 3/4 of an hour to get going today. I mean, you can see that there are branches down. There's an old dead one there that's broken off and fallen in the fork of a tree. And over here is the residue of the other branches that came down during that storm, which I actually haven't had a chance to try and dispose of yet. And I want to try and get this done before the end of this fire burning period finishes. And you can see I've got all that. That was from a previous video. You will have noticed that I knocked down or cut up all these branches. Now my plan is, if we don't have much rain, there's that branch that I didn't fix over here. Let's go back over here. Well, I just broke that one off from that point there, dragged it into the bush. I'll have to come around later with the chainsaw and fix that. But we had some very damaging winds, for those who have seen the previous videos. And now this is the cleanup stage, and I believe that we're actually in for about another 4 days of rain after today. And there is no way I can get all this done in that space of time. So we just push on as much as we can. I did come over here. This area here was all covered in undergrowth, which before the rain started, I tried my best to clear up, certainly around the house. I don't know if this is coming out. It looks pretty dark on this screen to me. But anyway, I knocked a few trees down, branches, and I was burning in this area which is close to the house. And my plan, of course, is to go through there as well. So apart from keeping the fire breaks clear, I'm also trying to clear within at least 20 metres of the house. And as you can see, it's an ongoing job. Anyway, that fire is going really nicely now, so I'll tend to it for the afternoon, adding bits and pieces. Might even go and get some of those old branches that we just looked at and bang them on that fire while it's going, because if it does rain for 4 days, it'll take me another hour or two to get the fire going again once the rain stops. Well, I had a go at dragging a couple of those branches that we just looked at over to this fire, but it's a very inefficient way of doing this, so I'm not going to continue. And I did bring this bit here, which will burn like billy-o because it's dried. I'll just chop that bit up with a chainsaw, and that'll put a bit of heat back into this fire. And I'll have to wait maybe for 2 weeks before I start burning again that other pile on the other fire break. Okay, well, I've put that last bit of scrappy old bush on there. We'll let this burn down now, and as you can see, I'm creating a hell of a lot of smoke, so I don't really want to disturb the neighbours. And we have to think about the planet too, but there's no alternative to this. Anyway, this is my chores for the next month or so. While I'm working, Tilly is making the most of the sunshine that we have. Aren't you, Tilly? Hey, you've got it well made up there on my chair, but that's okay. You can stay there. I'm just going to go and check the fire, okay? This is the dog that has it made. Haven't you? Aren't you, puppy? Hey, you've got it made. We went out for a walk this morning and she had a puppy chino, didn't you? Well, my fire has burnt down a little bit. I better do a bit of raking here and get those flames going again, otherwise it won't burn. Right, well, that got it going for another few minutes. So I've actually got a cup of coffee brewing. So I'll go and get my coffee and then I'll come back, and this will probably have been burnt down a little bit by then, and I'll just continue to rake it back over and over, and then see what the weather's like again tomorrow. If there hasn't been any rain overnight, I'll try and get this going again and do those other ones.